Hello, everybody. Showtime is upon us. We are with you from a hotel room in Houston, Texas. We're in Houston because we played at the Mucky Duck last night. McGonagall's Mucky Duck Irish Bar Restaurant, which was our first inside show in over a year. We played 2 shows last night to a socially distanced crowd of what was it, like 16 people or so each show?
I think so, yeah. Sounds about
Something
right.
like that. They took a lot of tables out and moved everybody safely apart, and the staff was wearing masks, and they live streamed the show. So we actually have begun the process of re-entry from a year of shutdown, and slowly tiptoeing back into the live music business, where we get to see an audience instead of staring at ourselves, which has gotten old. And we got to sing songs standing. We stood up to play, which
Was a whole different
it's
experience.
a whole different thing. There
I
were people.
forgot how to do it.
There were people there who have been on the live stream with us for a lot of Sundays over this last year, who said, "We've never seen you play standing up."
I kind of liked keeping like the bottom half of my body mysterious. Like, what does she look like?
Jaimee said, "It's the first time I've played music in pants with zippers on them in a year."
I would like to point out that I'm wearing the same jeans that I wore last night to get back in the saddle of wearing acceptable pants.
Jeans, not sweatpants. But it was wonderful, and I found myself at soundcheck getting really emotional. I was brought to tears. Just check 1, 2. It made me quite emotional, and I can't really fully articulate why it brought tears. I think it's because an appreciation, I was just consumed with an appreciation for this job that we have. It never occurred to me how it could be so easily ended. And it also, I think, embedded in that was, the fuck are you laughing at?
Sorry. I'm laughing.
I'm trying to say something heartfelt here.
I'm sorry. I won't. Just keep going.
No.
I was laughing at this. I'm sorry.
Let's go from heartfelt to Jaimee's legs.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been.
No. Go ahead.
I shouldn't have been reading the comments. I'll stop reading the comments.
No. Got nothing to say here. God damn. We're ready to get on the road again and do our thing. Whatever the hell heartfelt thing I was saying is no longer present in my heart. So, Highway 90 westbound in the falling dark, rolling past cornfields, catfish farms and swamps, past Pascagoula sunset, longing breaking through. Don't know why I'm always leaving. Don't know why I left you. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow. No more alone. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. I have so much to tell you. I'm ready to come clean. I'm so tired of running from things I cannot leave. You and me in Mississippi battled beautiful and scarred, in need of forgiveness. The awful grace of God. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can lay down under the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. Let's lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. Great harmonica solo there.
The harmonica that remained mysteriously.
The mysterious harmonica
Untouched.
that remained untouched. I'm having trouble with the holder. I think it was too low
It's too low.
to get on. Lady of the shooting stars, was it you last night? Did we dance a whisper waltz? Did I hold you in my sight? When morning came with open arms, she lifted you from me. Sunlight burned my eyes away, now I cannot see. Our Lady of the shooting stars, as I face the early light, all that I can think of now is joining you in flight. But I followed Gypsy's girl, lost my way home, held the phoenix to my chest, I have ended up alone. If I move to you, will you move to me? If I move to you, will you move to me? Our Lady of the Shooting Stars, teach me how to know. Wanna feel my thighs go dark and rest in your flow. I'll awaken without fear, breathe the cool, clean air. With your words on my lips, your will is my prayer. If I move to you, will you move to me? If I move to you, will you move to me? Our Lady of the Shooting Stars, look what you've done. You led me to the water's edge, running from the sun. Are you in the briny mist? Do seagulls scream your name? Their wings suspended by your love, or do I reach in vain? If I move to you, will you move to me? If I move to you, will you move to me? Oh. All right, so I want to welcome all the folks from the Ordinary Elephant page who are joining us. We've got them in the green room, and Michaela Gauthier is here in the green room as well. Jaimee's here, and I'm here, and we are in Houston town, having played a couple of shows last night for the first time since the pandemic, an indoor show, 2 of them. And so I was going to talk about how it felt till we ended up talking about Jaimee's legs. As you can tell, we're starting to have the worst kind of cabin fever.
I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm laughing. What are you doing? I'm chill.
She's fine.
I'm neurotic, actually. It's
What do you mean? I thought you're doing pretty good.
That's
really?
pretty good.
Look, we're eating healthy. We had a wonderful meal today. What was that place called?
Pondicherry, my favorite place to eat.
Pondicherry. Incredible Indian food here in
really
Houston
good.
town. Oh, amazing and healthy. None of it felt as if we ate something weighty. It was just light and delicious. Mm-hmm. You've been reading a lot.
Yeah.
Tearing through books. You've been in gladiator training. You want to tell everybody about that?
Oh, Camp Gladiator?
Camp
I've been
Gladiator.
doing this like really intense workout thing called Camp Gladiator. And I signed up for a challenge, which I don't even know what it means, but I have to do like certain amount of workouts in a month. Starts tomorrow.
So it's an escalation of the gladiator training.
Exactly.
Ouch.
Yeah. If anyone, I don't know. I remember last week I don't know how many burpees I did. Do you know about burpees? It's where you like.
I don't know about burpees.
It's like you go into a squat where your hands touch the ground, and then you shoot your feet back into a plank, go all the way down, push up, so that you're back in a plank position, and your legs come forward to the mat, jump, and then you jump up in the air. So that's one.
I'm never going to be a gladiator.
You could totally do it.
Oh, thank you.
But,
I don't think I can.
Last week, I couldn't walk up and down the stairs after Wednesday, so.
Yeah, but you're doing good. You're not. What do you mean neurotic?
Well, I just know, I don't know. You know what? Let's just Penn and Teller this, and
We were
You be
thinking
the
of this.
voice.
We were thinking of doing this show where I do all the talking and she just makes meaningful facial expressions. That's probably not going to work because if I don't know what's going on over there, I apparently get incredibly annoyed. So, oh my God. At the downtown near the Roosevelt Baths, 48.50 if you pay in cash. Spanish television up through the floor. Desk clerk don't look up when I walk by anymore. Blizzard outside, blizzard in her heart. Lonesome travelers, cheap motel art. Snow is falling on snow that fell on snow. I said, hold on, don't let go. Trying to catch my breath, she moves so fast. Rumble strips, red lights, broken glass. Twisted steel, sirens, blood. Trouble and love. A head full of dreams, a heart full of hurt. Friends say walk home, it's more trouble than it's worth. But my will is gone, and my head hangs low. It ain't believing, it's the way you go. Trying to catch my breath, she moves so fast. Rumble Street. A slight bit of dissonance.
You know? We played standing up once.
And now I can't play sitting
Just
down.
like, that's just going to be, we can't play standing up. We can't play sitting down. We can't play in jackets. We just can't.
Oh my God.
We're excuse factory over here.
Ooh, I think we should bring the
Please,
guests
thank God.
onto the...
Let's go. Yes. What's up, you guys?
Crystal and Pete.
Oh my God, we're so happy to see you.
We're so happy. Jamie's so happy to see you. I'm also happy to see you. We are really stir crazy. How are you all holding up?
Holden,
yeah.
Holding.
The same though, you know. You wanna get out there, and
You want to go back to work, don't you?
we do.
Yeah.
It's been fun having a place though, like, because we got this where we are now. We got this place right before everything shut down, so it was incredibly unplanned good timing.
So
just
you're
have
outside of Lafayette, Louisiana, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not far from where I grew up.
Oh, wow.
We've
Is it
been
a little
loving
farm type situation? It looks like a log cabin.
Sort. It's not a log cabin, but yeah, it's a very old house, and we're surrounded by cows. They're not our cows, but but yeah, it feels kind of like we're on a farm.
Oh, wow.
It's great. We love it. Down a little gravel road, and just
the dogs love it.
yeah, our dogs love it.
Oh, how many are you sporting these days? You guys, if I remember right, lots of dogs.
Yeah,
We
we had
did.
4. We're down to 2 now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You lost 2 in the pandemic?
Yeah, or
One about
in 19.
one in 19,
and then one last year. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
They were
sorry.
old men, but they had a good life.
Oh, gosh. Well, I remember you guys were living in your vehicle, which was a
did.
customized traveling machine, and you had all those animals in there with you. And Jaimee and I thought, wow, look at them go. That just seems both wonderful
That's a
and
special kind
extremely
of crazy, right?
hard. Yeah. Yeah, it's a special kind of travel, though. I mean, you really have to build it around a lot of needs other than your own.
Yeah,
And you did that for how long?
for 5 years.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was good. It was so fun, though. It was such an adventure, always.
You went all over the United States, didn't you?
We did. And to Canada very briefly.
Yeah.
You guys made me aware of how many. I always thought it was interesting because of the dogs. Like there's so many festival campgrounds that you actually couldn't camp in the campgrounds, which I wouldn't have
Yeah,
considered
that-
without knowing you guys.
Dogs kind of throw a wrench in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But they also, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
You can't go on national park hikes with dogs. Only state parks.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd have to leave. I mean, we still went to national parks, but we'd have to
Leave them
leave them
in-
behind
Yeah.
in the trailer.
When we go on a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then it kind of varied by venues. Venues were usually pretty friendly with dogs. And then house concerts were kind of iffy because they'd have their
Sometimes
own
they had
pets.
dogs.
And one of our dogs, the one that passed away during the pandemic, wasn't too friendly with other dogs.
Besides his
we
own
had to
little.
be, yeah. So we had to be pretty careful.
And if it was summertime, you can't leave the dogs in the hot van.
Oh yes, yes.
So, yeah, we had the remote start thing, so it could leave it running but still lock it, and yeah, just all the
Which I think
getting
is
all the
illegal
things
in some
figured out.
states.
Yeah.
Having a car running.
with keys in
Without
it or
you in it.
something. Yeah. All these
We're
considerations.
lawbreakers.
Wow.
There was people in it. They were just dogs.
Right. Totally.
Get it?
They're people.
They're your people.
Great.
Yeah, so I think that's when I met you all. It's probably 3 years ago, 4? It's a
think in-
Was it
blur.
18?
18. at that-
Kerrville
at
Kerrville Folk Festival 2018, I think.
We had fun, didn't we, that year?
That was so
was-
cool.
That was a magical year.
Yeah.
Just the whole time felt like, is this my life right now? Is this happening? You know, just one of those. Yeah, thankful to be doing what we're doing, and be where we are.
And what was going on that made you feel that way? Was your music starting to become acclaimed at that point? Were people starting to see that what you were doing belonged on bigger stages? Was that when it started rolling for you?
I think so. Yeah, it kind of had that feel, and especially with Kerrville, for living in. I mean, he grew up in Austin, and then we lived in Houston for a while. Just having that. The Kerrville Folk Festival was this thing, the songwriter mecca, for that.
Definitely,
definitely.
it.
Being like invited to play that stage was just
big,
huge,
a big thing. It felt good. And,
yeah, it's just not an accident. It's a validation that your efforts are being acknowledged and you're being given a hand up onto a bigger stage. And I remember the feeling myself when that happened for me. And I think that, I mean, I might be out of school here, but I think that you two and Jaimee kind of experienced this simultaneously along the way. So you're sort of traveling buddies in that way, that your music started to be heard in a bigger way at about the same time. Is that correct?
Yeah, 2018 was when I played Kerrville, I think, for the first time too. So that was like the first time I got the invitation to play. And I think I can't remember if we played the same night or if it was like a day off from each other. If we were like, you guys were Friday, I was Saturday, and Mary was Sunday. Or something like that. I think it was like, yeah, I must have been, because I remember being side stage and like cheering you guys on, which was really, really cool. And yeah, I mean, we've just been running around like, different booking conferences and like meeting a bunch of people, it feels like, at the same time, and working really hard. And I just like love them so much as friends. It's just so cool to see your friends like on those stages and just see
progress.
Their names on the festival billing. It's like, I feel like when that happens, it's just like, yes, like it's possible, like it's happening, like, and these people work so hard and they really care about the songs that they write, and they're good people. It's like, yes, just rooting for them. It feels like a win for all of. I mean, we have a lot of friends, Chuck and Libby, that all feel that way. We're all just like rooting for each other, and so it was really cool. And then that was the year that we got together. And so, you had never been to the Kerrville campgrounds before.
I know. I played Kerrville 20 years and never went to the campgrounds. And so that was a first for me to go from the backstage area. My MO is to get there at the last minute, do a quick sound check, play, and then go back to the hotel, because I became a somewhat cranky old person who just needed to have downtime, because I have a lot of, believe it or not, social anxiety. Talking to people over an extended period of time depletes me to the point where I turn into a fetal position. So getting back out has always been my thing. So you guys were so comfortable. Well, first of all, Jaimee loves you so much that I was prone to love you immediately too. And the comfort level I felt with the four of us, really, the energy was great. It wasn't depleting, and I was able to go back in the camp sites with you all, and I remember that. So well.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a huge part of Kerrville, that for you to have played that festival so many years and not experience the song circles and the camps around there is like, that blows my mind, because that to me is like actually what I think of when I think of Kerrville, even more than the main stage.
Yeah, well, everybody has their Kerrville experience.
Yeah.
The campsites are so vast. It's like miles and miles of different villages and different hangs and different, completely different personality types. So, yeah, mine, I tended to hang at the YO with people at the restaurant and sitting in the bar. I mean, it's just a lot of scenes.
Yeah, and it's hard if you go and you don't know anyone to kind of show you around. It can be overwhelming, So we were lucky the first year we went. There was a camp that we knew the people, and so they could kind of direct us to where to go, so we didn't feel quite so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We absolutely would have otherwise.
Yeah, that's another thing, is to have a little safe person group to go back and explore with.
Yeah, Betty Sue.
As you make your Betty Sue brought you.
She brought me in my first.
Yeah, see, I've just been this lone wolf. I appear, I play, I disappear. I didn't have anybody to. I wouldn't have even known how to find that person. But it's you all, so thank you. I'll say one more thing and then have you play. I think that the music business, the folk music business, is full of memorable moments, and that moment when you start to be accepted by a larger audience, that moment when you feel the energy shift and a door opens and you walk through it and you're in a place you haven't been before. To share that is something that you're going to take with you forever. I remember when that happened with me, that you two and Jaimee share that, and it's a sacred thing. For me, it was Dave Carter and Tracy Grammer, and I've told you both this so often, that you remind me of Dave and Tracy so much. They too were a couple, and the door opened, and somehow, then it closed, but we looked, and it was me and Dave Carter and Tracy Grammer, and we were on the other side of a wall that we were trying to climb forever, and we were on the stage, or the big stage. All of a sudden, it was like, wow, it's us. We got picked this year. It's like folk music lets in a handful of up-and-comers every season, and it's only a handful. And that little group, that's your tribe, and you forevermore are going to have that together. You can't explain it, but you know it to be true, that it gives you something that you can't get any other way. It's a validation. And to watch you all root for each other with such heartfelt sincerity is a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to say that. And
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you all on today. Please, would you play a couple of songs back to back, get you a little momentum here, and we'll put Jaimee and I in the green room and watch you play. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, like we said, we lived on the road full time, 5 years in an RV, and we are still married. So that's good. We and often got the question, you're on the road, but where are you from?
Yes.
And you can obviously answer that with a city or a town, but all the traveling really helped us realize that it's a lot more than that. It's the people that you come from too. So we're gonna start out with this one I wrote for my mom. Eggshell white, paint in your hair, dirt beneath your nails, and years on the back of your hands. Some things can wash clean, and some will stick around. Blaze of St. Augustine scattered across the driveway. Still feels like Sunday when I hear Cajun band. Every chamber in my heart bears a mark of what I come from. Sometimes the world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find the part I cannot break. Wooden table on a concrete slab, the fish are red and the crabs are blue. Every 5-gallon bucket carries a piece of you. Some things can wash clean, and some will stick around. Spilled beer and a deck of cards, an old bed sheet for a tablecloth. Some of those days are lost, most I still come across. Every chamber in my heart bears a from. Sometimes our world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find a part that cannot break. I come from hard work, I come from never giving up, I come from you. I built cities from sidewalk chalk and sailed the world in a cardboard boat. Hope I always dreamed that big. I put the whole damn kitchen in every pot of cold mud soup. Hope I always put everything I got into what I do. Some things can wash clean, and some will still out. Every chamber of my heart bears a mark of what I come from. Sometimes our world falls apart, but I guess that's what it takes to find the part that cannot break. We cannot break. This song is not about our own personal family stories, either of us, but it's one of those songs that, you know, for every song we're just a conduit, but there are some songs where you really feel that that's your place. You know, you really feel that that's your role. And this song was one of those. There was someone's story that wanted to be told, and we did our best to get out of the way. And it speaks to the fact and reminds us that our environments, our families, our schools, our communities, they can all be part of the reason that things live in our brains that can be hard to see. And once you do, they can be hard to acknowledge and admit, like unconscious bias and these conditioned ways of thinking and behaving that can be incredibly harmful to other people. And while it can be part of the reason, we can't let it be an excuse. Excuses are easy when everything's on the line. These Montana magpies, they're black and they're white. Feathers sitting side by side, bring an unknown offering, something we should try. Was he a monster or a martyr? Depends on who you ask. But once it's done, you can't take it back. How can I keep my mind open if my eyes are closed? It's hard to hide the hate when there's no love to show. How can I nail a man up for color of his skin? Knock him down, make him pay for my father's sin. And I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. Show you when you're older, my father always said, but he never did get old enough for that. Every Sunday afternoon, denim shirt, cowboy hat, out in the sun, throwing shadows in an father's sin, and I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. These times are hard, and it's harder to heal when where you were born decides what you feel. It's time to be a brother, not my father's son. I was born to be a bigot, but that don't mean that I'm one. I put my boots on just the same, and when the day is done, I pray for you, my son. How can I keep my mind open if my eyes are closed? It's hard to hide the hate when there's no love to show. How can I nail a man up for the color of his skin? I can now make him pay for my father's sin, and I am starting to see we are all the color of the scars that we keep. We are all the color of the scars that we keep.
Get your ears back in. That was so beautiful.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thanks so much for having us here. We're just honored to be sharing today with y'all.
Oh, we love you guys. It's such a, it's a magic trick when you guys play two become one, and it's not easy to do that. There's a natural fit in your cadence and rhythm and tone, but have you worked hard to bring it further than just the natural fit? Do you rehearse and make those voices interweave the way they do intentionally too? Because it's really special.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And we do. I mean, there's obviously just from being each other's person, you know.
Yeah, there's that natural fit.
bit there. But yeah, there's so many, you know, in singing harmony, as Jaimee would know, there's so much to like the vowel sound. Like you can be saying the same word, but if you say the vowel, you put more A in your O or whatever, it doesn't fit the same way. And so we work on those things or try to
Constantly.
yes.
It's not like we learned it and,
And
now
then
we've
it's
got
it's
it
fixed.
either.
Like every time we rehearse, it's like, oh wait, that sounded a little you know, we try to nitpick
And
those
then
things.
whatever you hear is not even real. It's you kind of have to record it to
Right.
understand what other people are hearing too. So it's a lot of work. But it's fun. We're so lucky to be able to
Yes.
work together, and we always say how lucky we are.
To each other.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pull up the I don't know, the thought that you do work on it, that it is seamless and from where I sit flawless, but it's not effortless. It looks effortless because of the work you've done. Is that fair?
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, and I feel that's so much with every like you two, and just all these musicians and songwriters that we just admire so much. It seems so effortless. You know, they just do it, and you know that there's so much going on every hour of the day, you know, behind the scenes to make that experience what it is, you know. And
It is really transcendent, and we could just get lost in your world when you're singing and playing, and just have you take us on a ride. I know you must really miss playing live shows. You got anything on the books that coming around the corner? We have some stuff. I think that's going to play. You guys looking at stuff in the
So
States
we're
anytime?
working on, yeah, we're working on hopefully some stuff in the fall. Our agent's working on some things that we'll hopefully be able to announce. One thing we do have that's public is we're doing a Bob Dylan tribute night with Grant Peoples and Clay Parker and Jody James. It's outdoor in Baton Rouge at the end of about a month from now.
Yeah.
On Bob Dylan's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Working on that right now, learning some songs.
Yeah.
Oh man, mid to late May in Baton Rouge. It's not too hot yet. It won't be. It won't be cool though. It'll be warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's my hometown. It'll still be nice. Well, we're gonna put y'all in the green room for a few minutes and then bring you back for some more if you're open to that.
Oh yeah, love that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aren't they something? Mm-hmm. I remember you used to say, "Oh, I can't wait to introduce you to the elephants." I'm like, "What elephant?" The elephants.
Yeah.
Jaimee calls them the elephants.
They're my nocturnal buds.
The all-night friends.
Yeah, the all-night
The
festival
all-nighter
friends.
friends. Yeah, yeah. Well, Harris, are you up for something, or do you want to go to Italy? What are you
go to
feeling?
Italy.
Want to go to Italy? Let's go to Italy and see how the maestro in the attic is hanging out.
Welcome to Italy, my friends.
Every time.
Oh, did you manage to get Lou Reed in the attic with you? What's going on there with Lou?
Oh, yeah. I'm reading Lou and I'm checking Chagall, the violin player by Chagall, one of my favorite painting.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's cool.
Look at that.
Yes, this is one of my favorite, and he's a Russian Jewish violin player, and I see something of my soul also in this painting. So I love it so much. And one of the few things I could do during the pandemic was a couple months ago to go in a town where just one person after one person, I could go to a Chagall exhibition and see this painting. So that
wow.
was something. That was something. So not far from where I live in Venezia. So that was a chance to do something, and I felt lucky that day. So that's why I have this painting with me. I always loved the Chagall violin player.
Oh, wow.
Marc
yeah,
Chagall.
We have gone to a lot of places on the road, seen a lot of things, haven't we? Off time to museums and to exhibits. Miss that part too, don't we?
Oh yes, I miss that too, and I love the specific American museum where I went with you. For example, the Steinbeck Museum. I remember that. Yes, that for some reason I love that place. There are
Me
not
too.
incredible items, but there is a special vibe in that place, and every time I go there, it's really inspiring. So
Yeah, me
I
too.
hope to be back there with you.
Yeah.
For
Every time I'm
example.
in that part of California, I've been there 4 times. Like you said, it's not the best museum by any means. It's kind of homemade in some ways, but there's something about it that just
Yes, the vibe, the spirit, the place. Maybe there is a Steinbeck soul in that area. That is his homeland, so his hometown. So I love that.
yeah.
And I read that when he first published his books, obviously people didn't like them because he was telling the truth about the workers and the situation in that land, and they actually burned his books in the square of that place. So it happened. So it's always difficult for a truth teller for Steinbeck too.
Yep, same thing happened to Jack Kerouac in Lowell, Massachusetts. They did not like him, and a lot of people still don't. Hard to be a
Yes.
hero in your hometown. That was in the
Oh,
Bible.
yes, 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 yes. It's really hard, really hard.
Especially if you're a truth teller. We went to an exhibit this morning and we're still trying to make sense of it. We're here in Houston today, and we missed you last night very much, may I just say.
Oh, yeah.
And for people who are joining us from the Ordinary Elephants Facebook page, this is Michele Gazic. He's in he's trapped in an attic somewhere outside of Venice, Italy. And
Yes.
Michele has been on the road with me for almost 15 years. And the three of us, Jaimee and Michele and I, traveled a lot together over the last 3 years. And anyway, so today we missed you last night on stage, but we went to the Rothko Chapel here in Houston. We've heard about it forever, the Rothko Chapel. And I didn't read about it or study it, or I didn't know at all what I was going into. And Jaimee booked the tickets, like you described. They let a few people in on timed tickets, and you get to sit and take it in. And I don't know what to say about the experience. It was so strange. Do you have any words? Very strange experience. Maybe people in the comments could add their thoughts if they've been to the Rothko Chapel. But there's not. It's 14 paintings, but there's only one color.
Yes.
And I'm not sure it's a color. It's the absence of color. So wow. He was speaking his truth in that work, though, I think. But
Yes.
you have to work to understand what that truth. You have to meditate on that, I think.
Yes.
But anyway, what have you got for us today, Maestro?
Today is something like a meditation because and I play piano. I don't play my instrument, but so I tried a translation in English in the last day of one of my songs that in some way inspired by a psalm of the Bible. For the curious people, is Psalm 88, and it's a prayer for a God that actually doesn't come. Many times there is this feeling: you pray, and where is God? Tomoes said, God is away for business. Maybe, I don't know. Many times you pray and God seems far away. So this is prayer waiting for an answer in some way. So I try to play it for you that it's easy as maybe this is not a great introduction.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your rage is falling over me, falling every morning on every flower. Your mercy will be sung in the graves by the choir of your dead, faithful one. Father, my Lord, if you have sons, if yours is the kingdom, remember us in the hour of our life. Your violence doesn't forgive. God Father, we are close. Try to pray. every breath. You hit and you hide the fist. Why should I open my hands to the sky and pray to you again?
Wow. Would you
I tried
post
the
Liz
translation.
Goldberg's statement? Would you post Liz Goldberg? Let me put something on the screen. Look at that.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
That was that was my feeling today, and I really wanted to express it with our friends because we all have ups and downs. So sometimes there are also uh, down. And you, Mary, told me that in art, if you are a real artist, you have to show also what is embarrassing for you sometime. So today I was down. So and I decided, okay, I let people know it's not easy. So, but maybe this gives more feeling to be together in this situation. We all have our ups and downs.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God,
Mm.
yeah. And the downs are what gives the ups meaning.
Yes,
The
yes,
it's the rainbow of emotion. We're riding a lot of colors right now, and yeah, to bravely go to the truth is the job of the artist, whatever that truth is inside at the time. Emotional truth, not courtroom truth or cash register truth, but
yes,
emotional truth.
yes, yes. Be true to yourself, and yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was beautiful, Maestro, and
Thank you. Thank you,
thank you
Mary.
always and forever for all of these gatherings every Sunday. And
Oh, yes, yes.
somebody called you Professor Gazic, always teaching.
Yeah. You know, if I wasn't a musician, I could be a professor.
I know.
That could be the another life. So probably sometimes I try to do it anyway.
Me
Maybe that's
too.
it. Mm.
Me too. Somebody also said with the maestro dressed in black today, they knew it would be serious.
Yes, yes. Today I will try to wear some flamboyant shirt next Sunday. Remember
Only
that?
if you feel it. Only if
Yeah.
you
All
feel
right.
it.
All right.
We will see you soon, Maestro. We love you.
Ciao, Mary. Ciao, Jamie. Ciao.
Ciao,
Ciao,
Michele.
ciao,
Ciao,
Michele.
ciao, ciao, ciao.
Oh gosh,
We need to find that review.
what's that?
The review with the mysteriously untouched piano and
Oh,
the
that's
flamboyant
right.
shirt.
Yeah, we definitely have to find that review. Alrighty, let's play a song, and then would you play one? How about that? Let's play one, then you play one. What do you think? I think about the joy inside your laughter. I think about your hand inside mine. I think about the softness of your sweet skin while I try not to think about time I'll think about my arms wrapped all around you. I'll think about the kindness in your eyes. I'll think about how you showed up on my doorstep while I was trying not to think about time. So many roads, so many towns between us, so many nights, so many stairs to climb, so many thoughts to think as I miss you, and I try not to think about time. I'll think about your candlestick fingers on my skin. I'll think about the shiver in your side. I'll think about how much I wanna kiss you as I try not to think about time. So many roads, so many towns between us, so many nights, so many stairs to climb, so many thoughts to think as I miss you, and I try not to think about time. I will try not to think about time.
Would you mind doing me a tiny favor, Gauthie?
How can I help?
Could you move your Oh yeah, that's so much better.
Was it on your?
Well, this chair isn't armless, so
Yeah,
it's
you
got its own.
you got to hold your guitar way out. Sorry
yeah,
about
exactly. That's all right.
that. Do the hotel room shuffle.
Yeah, it's just a little tricky with.
Yeah, she's got arms on her chair.
It's just a little crazy, but
Gauthier stole the good chair. Sorry.
it's okay.
Oh,
It's all right.
you want to sit here?
I'm good.
You all right?
Thought we'd do this song that we wrote together. I'm standing at the screen door, looking out at where you used to play. My baby, you'd be all grown up now. This should be your graduation day. A million tears I have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely I've built thousands, but all they do is fall. Your friends are in the auditorium. You should be with them in your cap and gown. We should be packing you up for college, 'cause you had big dreams far bigger than this town. A million tears we have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall. That morning when you left us, we had no time to say goodbye. Our hearts are forever broken. Lord, please kiss him, hold our angel tight. A million tears we have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall. Surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall.
Well, I really love that song.
Thank you.
I love where your voice goes in that song to a really fragile, beautiful place.
Thank you.
That's based on a true story.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because your last night when we played in Houston's Mary's niece, I guess, came with a bunch of friends.
High school
Graduation is happening, or supposed to happen. And, poor Emily, she's the class of 2021. So everything in 2020, her prom, her homecoming, I mean, just
didn't happen.
graduate, everything has been canceled, right?
They've just been, they've been unable to do the traditional high school rituals.
All of it. And even she was going to go on a trip, and then someone had tested positive for COVID. It's just like
everything has been canceled.
What a mess. But yeah, during the pandemic, I was when I was in 6th grade, there was a kid I knew. Well, I didn't actually really know him, but one of my best friends, Casey Turner, was best friends with him, Devin Lujan. And he was accidentally shot and killed when he was 10 or 11 years old. Right after Christmas, a good friend of his got a gun for Christmas and was showing it off, and he died. And my grandfather was justice of the peace at the time, and so he had to go out when it happened. And it just, for some reason, like I didn't know this kid, but it made such like an impact on me. And then maybe about 5 or 6 years later, when I was a teenager, I worked at an after-school program in the same town, and a 6-year-old kid named Wyatt, same thing, was over at a friend's house. He got a gun for Christmas. He was showing him the gun, and the gun went off, and the kid died. But for some reason, it's like I just have never stopped thinking about Devin, even though I didn't know him, and I can't explain it. There's no reason. I'm sure there is a reason for it, but I haven't stopped thinking about him. And during the pandemic, I looked him up just to see, kind of remember the story or something. I just felt drawn to do that, and I noticed that his mother has posted I don't know if you would call it an obituary, but a tribute, something for him every birthday, Christmas, pretty much every year since he's passed away, and Easter. And one thing that I found that was so devastating was she posted on what would have been his graduation. So for, which was my graduation. So she was talking about your friends are here. And so I don't know, it's her words just during this time of intense grief that we're all going through really, really struck me. And I remember bringing it to you, and you certainly helped shape that song into what it has become.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's mostly his mother's words.
Yeah.
Devin Lujan, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the studio with Jaimee and Mark Holman week before last as they were recording that and layering harmonies onto it on Jaimee's new record. And I just can't wait for all of you to hear it. It's a really beautiful track. Let's go back to Louisiana.
Let's see the elephants?
Yeah, let's go see the
Can
elephants.
I go see the elephant? Do you want to put this back where you...
Yeah, thanks.
Be ashamed if it came and went, never got to see the elephant. Do you guys know that song, that James McMurtry song?
No.
Really?
No.
I'll send it to you after this.
I need to hear it now, though. Yes.
She sings it a lot and mentions you all in the same breath a lot.
A lot.
Before you play another one, Crystal, remind me of your background. I know that that you have some other interests than music. You're excellent in many ways. I can't remember the exact level of education, but you're a highly educated person, aren't you?
All of the education.
Yeah, I was in school for a long time. Yeah, my previous career, I was a veterinary cardiologist.
Wow.
So yeah, I was in school and in training for a long time.
Wow.
And I mean, I loved so much about doing that work, but there just came a point that I realized that it didn't feel like what I was supposed to be spending all of my energy in this life doing. And I can tend to be not a people pleaser, but I like to make everyone happy, and I don't like to, ruffle too many feathers. And that was the path I was on, and it felt like, okay, well, people are going to get upset if I leave it. They've put all this work into me, my mentors and people who trained me, and it was hard to walk away from that in the way that I did. But I've never been happier to have decided to make that decision, and feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I get that. I didn't come to music till I was 40.
Right.
Similar, yeah.
There's no rule that says we only get to do one thing.
Right.
We get to follow our heart and take directions from the mystery itself. Yeah, veterinary cardiologist. That sounds like years and years and years of study and work and discipline. Yeah. Well, you brought a similar discipline to your music, and we are all the better for it. I can't wait to hear 2 more songs from Ordinary Elephant.
Thank you. This first one, it feels like we wrote it for when we need to hear it, when we need to be reminded that comparison is the thief of joy, and it's so easy, as it's just human nature, I think, to compare yourself to other people, especially when they're doing something you love to do and you see them doing it really well. And this last year has been, with so many of our interactions being through social media or just digital in general, there's so much of a person that you don't see, and so I think it's really ripe for falling into that. But everyone has the things that they do and that they give while on this planet that no one else can do or give in that exact way.
Over in the corner, like an old bar stool, he held me up right when I needed him to. He said, "Listen up, my friend, let me tell you what I know. You can wish you were someone else, then you gotta let it go. 'Cause that's a good way to get a bad start. I don't care what straw you drew, gotta let it make the best of you. We're playing a game, we're running a race. It's a way of life, boy, you just gotta find your place. Used to be like you, sit here in the dark, watch them in the spotlight, pick myself apart. That's a good way, get a bad start. I don't care what straw you drew, gotta let it make the best of you. You don't need to bring down the house, you can bring them inside. When they bring down the lights, then the room went dark. I could barely see his face. Picked up his old Martin box, ready for the stage. He said, "Let me ask you this, what you gonna do? You pick yourself up or find a crack to fall through? 'Cause that's a good way, get a bad start. I don't care what straw you drew, gotta let
This next song requires a little banjo retuning, and so while he's doing that, I'm gonna read you something. And we've sent out a monthly newsletter, and I always put some sort of writing in there. Usually it's poetry, and we had a few people send back, well, when are you gonna put it in a book? I'm like, that's probably a good idea. And so we did that. We put together a poetry book. So I'm going to read something from there. This one's called Standing at a Fireplace. Stones in a stack, stuck to each other with cement glue, burned belly wide open, full of fallen forest. Without a fire in this place, it feels colder in the spot. The outside coming in the chimney, in invisible gusts that smell like fall, with its somber crispness. The quiet is pressing on me from every direction. My shifting feet push back, creak the dusty wooden slats. I trace the top of a somewhat triangular stone, sitting at chest level, the roughness of thousands of years, compressed into a compact collection of sturdy grit. I think of all the things that the earth and time have made, and remember, we are not lonely creators. Throwing my book around.
Perfect.
Well, this one, we wrote this one about a year ago, as we were trying to wrap our brains around what was happening. And I'm gonna send it out to a friend of ours. When we lived in Houston, we would play shows anytime we got a chance. We would play with a bass player named Ben Sims. He's remained a friend of ours, and he's in the hospital right now with COVID. And so we're sending a lot of love and healing his way. Tell me that story again, darling. Won't we all end up alright? Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true once upon a time? I'll keep keeping up with the laundry. You'll keep keeping up with the car. I guess things aren't really changing here. It sure feels like they are. It sure feels like they are. Got good dogs, got a good porch. Got eyes to see and we've got a good view. Got ears to hear and we are listening. The truth is not something we can choose. The truth is not something we can choose.
Tell me that story again, darling. One where we all end up alright. Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true? Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true? Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true? Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true? Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true? Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true? Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true? Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true? Wasn't it true once upon a time?
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, y'all hypnotize me. I go into elephant world, and it's hard to come back to the real world.
Thank you so much.
Such great art, such beauty. Thank you for bringing the beauty to the screen today. We really have enjoyed having you with us, and we miss y'all terribly. We can't wait to sit around a campfire and do song swaps again and hang out.
Yes.
So much.
So
Thank you so much for having us.
And we have a fire pit here whenever.
Yeah.
They got to
well,
come out to
yeah.
Lafayette. You know, we're not that far from you here in Houston town.
I know.
We were contemplating flying or
vaccinated.
driving, and we ended up flying because of other obligations that we have to meet on Monday. But gosh, you know, if we can, we will come sit by the fire and swap songs and stories again. We love y'all.
We love
Love
y'all
y'all
too.
too.
So much.
Till we see you again, take care. Everybody, please support Ordinary Elephant. Go to their Patreon. Help them with the creation and establishment of what's next in their world, and they will give you art, beauty, and exclusive things only offered to their patrons. So check them out there, patreon.com, Ordinary Elephant. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it today. Take care. And we got one more song, and then we're gonna go see more art. Actually, there's a Van Gogh. What is it? Jaimee found something. Another museum we could go to today.
Yeah, we're gonna like museum hop today.
2 museum day.
It's a Van Gogh exhibit. Van Gogh and I can't think of what the other one is, so I want to look it up. I want to get it right.
Yeah, 2 painters. They're doing a comparative exhibit.
Hockney.
Hockney,
Yeah,
Hockney and Van Gogh at the MFA Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. That's where you'll find us this afternoon in a staggered line. Then we fly home tomorrow, back to work in Nashville. Thank y'all for joining us this Sunday. We really appreciate everyone being a part of our Sunday afternoons. I guess we are going to call it. Please help Jaimee out on her Patreon. I don't know, www.patreon.com/Jaimee Harris.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
But Jaimee's patrons are getting a preview of the record she's making in Austin. With only 2 days left to finish, she's closing in on it. So she'll have a new Jaimee Harris record soon. And I'm starting to book events now for my book release. the street date for Saved by a Song is July 6th. And so, with the help of my publicist from St. Martin's Press, we're booking engagements for me, both in person and online, for my book release. And so, if you have something that is of interest for an author to do, that would be me. Reach out. I am booking engagements for the month of July for my new book that's coming out. And next week we have Cliff Eberhardt and Louise Moisey with us.
Yeah, we're like on a duo roll.
It's husband and wife team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's really, really a blessing to have someone to go through this with, even though every now and then we have little nuclear eruptions. I'm sorry. I got upset at the beginning of the show.
It's okay. It was totally.
We're doing 99.9% of the time really well. I think.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, we haven't had a moment apart, and you know, it's straining on a relationship, but it's also something to be incredibly grateful for. My heart goes out to folks who've had to do this solo, really, really hard. And for those who've lost someone, this song is for you. And we've lost so many in such a short time. It's hard to wrap our head around. And it's part of what I was starting to say at the top of the show. To stand on a stage again was making me feel some of the losses. There's so many in such a short time. Till I see you again. May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dawns. Till the morning sun warms your face, till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath the silver sky. May a summer rain inside your dreams sing a lullaby. May there be no more sorrow, no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you next week. Take care.